We have the original diet. The original diet, our ancestors, if you go, if you go to Germany, if you go to Africa, if you go to Asia, you will find they used to hunt animals. Okay? So they were hunters and gatherers. They ate fat. Yeah, it was a fat-based diet. There were no stoves, there were no fridges, there were no microwaves. So people ate, it was a fat diet, right? Eggs, meat, milk, cheese was a fat diet. Around, I think it was in the 50s, after the Second World War, when I think it was the American government, they made a test to see what will happen. Maybe 1920s, they made a test, a trial to see what will happen if they introduced heavy carbs into society. And then the study showed that shortly after, I think a decade after, the cases of cancer, diabetes, and all sorts of diseases went up. So this is the modern diet. It's mainly carb diet. Well, we call it carb, but it's mainly sugar, insulin. Okay, this is the modern diet. So here you have bread, pasta, rice, a lot of sugar, fizzy drinks. Yeah, a lot of sugar in foods, flour, carbohydrates. If you go to many families, you will find one of these elements in the dinner or lunch. You have pasta. Okay, so this is a carb diet. If you go into, well, very important, the civilization which we call ancient Kemet, ancient Egypt, we can point to the decline of the civilization when they started to eat bread. You start to see dental decay in people. When they examine people, the bodies of the people, they can see dental decay, in kings included, right? The Romans, they invaded Kemet or ancient Egypt, and it became the main source of flour and bread. That's what sustained the Roman Empire. And then when the civilization started to decline, in the latest stage of its existence, it used to feed. It was used as the supermarket for carbohydrates for the Romans. Very interesting. So the healing diet. This is people call it keto diet. Why? So we have ketosis. When you fast or when you mimic fasting by eating fat, right? You produce ketones. Ketones is when your liver, so ketosis is when your liver starts to eat the fat, stored in your body. Your body eats the fat. The liver has a lot of fat and it consumes the fat rather than the sugar, right? So these several hours, 12 hours, you have autophagy starts to kickstart your diet. And that's why today is very, 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 very popular, this diet. If you go to private clinics that deal with healing, they use keto diet. But keto diet, the origins, very ancient because it's a fat diet. A Greek physician called Hippocrates, I believe, he was treating people with epilepsy. And then he realized that when they removed the carbohydrates, the people just got better. And then they got them into fast. 30 days fasting, well, is a huge exercise.